Hello and welcome to another Elliott wave analysis. Today I want to talk about dollar yen. Right, this video I will break into two parts. The first part is to talk about the chart itself overall, and then I'll briefly talk about the dollar yen as a product. All right. So over here you see that I have this weekly chart of dollar yen. This chart basically didn't really change much since the last analysis that I provided. Right. So you see over here since October 2011, right, to June 2015, right? This 4 years move is wave one, right? And then we have a very long wave two, right? That is very rangy from 2015 all the way to the start of 2021, right? So this is a wave two. And then we have a wave three that starts from January 2021 all the way until October 2022. So this is a wave three, a sharp move up, right? And then a wave four that is in itself an impulse, right? Given that this is already a drag out, so wave four as an impulse for the rule of alternation, right? This is actually acceptable, right? So this one from October 2022 to Jan 2023, right? This is wave four, and then we have this wave, right, from Jan 2023 until July 2024, right? So this one is actually an ending diagonal, right? So if you see I have a three wave here and down three wave, right? And then you have a one, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is itself a three wave, right? So this is a wave five, right? So just now the wave count that I'm talking about, the big picture is all in the red color, right? So this is to me the cycle level count, right? And then since then, July 2024 until September 2024, right? This period will be wave one down, right? And then from there until Jan 2025 is a wave two, right? And over here, then it means that we are actually in a wave three, right? So we can go down even more, right? And let's look at the daily picture, okay? Now I have all these detailed breakdown over here, right? You can take a look, pause this video and see how I break down this wave, right? And over here, I just want to zoom in on this portion, which is from wave 5 until today, right? So now I will do a live demonstration on these head and shoulders, right? If you draw this, if you see that I've drawn this line over here, right? So this is actually the neckline, okay? Right, let's be consistent with the colors, okay? So this is the neckline, and then I will have to draw the head and shoulder itself, okay? Over here to here, we have one. Okay, so this is the left shoulder. Okay, and then we have another one over here. So this will be the head, right? So with the head, and then the last one, which is this. This will be the right shoulder. Okay, so we have you now. You see a big picture of head and shoulder. Now in Elliott wave itself, right, the head and shoulder as part of a reversal, right, is also clearly documented in the sense that the left side of the left shoulder, I mean, and the left side of the head actually forms the fifth wave, right? And then the right side of the head, right, together with the right side of the shoulder, we form the wave one, and then part of wave three. Okay, so this is the head and shoulder that you are seeing over here, right? So let me put in a note here, right? So then this one will be the left shoulder, and then we have this, which is the head, and finally we have this the right shoulder, right? So before we dive in even more to the count here, right, I want to demonstrate this measurement rule. So I will not be using the Elliott wave first. I will use this traditional, more traditional way of doing measurement rule. Now this is a technical analysis measurement rule, right? So which is this, right? So from the highest point to the lowest point, and then you see then you gauge from the breakdown 1:1, right? So then this tells us that we have a target over here that is around 117.675, right? So this will be what I call the um, head and shoulder, right? Head target, right? So it's kind of like if you inverse the whole head, right? You should see this. You should reach this target, right? One is to one, right? So this is more like a long term target. Now, a shorter term target would then give you using the right shoulder, right? Using the right shoulder, and you do this, and 1:1 will give you here. So this one will be the head and shoulders, right? Right shoulder target. Now there's a purpose to drawing on this line first, right? Because in the end, what we want to do is we want to find a confluence of support over here. Now these are the two targets given by head and shoulders, right? Now just now you see me removing this. Now this is a wave for this is a wave for cycle wave for support. Okay. So because my cycle is red color, so I'll just put it over here. Okay, change this to red. Now then this is another support that we have. Now finally we come to the Elliott wave way of measuring targets. Now we have this which is the wave one, which identifies as wave one. Right, if we pull this to the top of wave two, right, we can see that we have this wave one here, right? That is if you assume that wave 3 is equal to wave 1. If not, right, my personal preference will be a wave 3 is the longest wave, right? And then I will explain why later also, right? At least especially in this scenario, right? But before that, take a look at this and you see that 1.618 actually is very near to the head and shoulders right shoulder target, right? So we will put in this, right? And maybe we will change to a different color, like a green color, right? And then we will have this this will be kind of like Bradbury wave 3 equals to 1.618 times wave 1, right? Bradbury wave 1. Okay, so then this is one target here, 1.618, right? Now another way that we need to see how we can get another target, right, is to use this wave one, right? If you see, let me zoom in here, right? You see that I have this right shoulder here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 final wave. So maybe now is a good time to drill into this, right? To actually look at how this wave is counted, right? It's a short wave 1, wave 2, and then you have a wave 3 over here. Right? And then wave 4 and finding the wave 5 with a lot of sub counting over here, right? I'll not really go through all this how I count this wave, right? You can take a look yourself over here, right? But basically this is not the most easy wave to count, right? You have the wave one that's in power. I was talking about the wave 5 of this first wave, right? And then you have this that is a wave 2, and wave 3 itself, and then wave 4, right? And then you have a wave 5, right? And then over here, what's important is actually this A, B, C that I've drawn. So then this will actually become our wave 2 of 3, right? So at this juncture, let me just shift up a bit, right? So that I can more easily label some of this wave, right? So let me remove some of the items that I left previously. Okay, so over here, um, I will label this as wave one of three, right? And then I will label the next one as wave two of three. And where we are going right now is actually wave three of three. Okay. And what we want to do over here is that firstly, if you agree with me that this wave here, right, from 10 Jan until 22nd April is a wave one, okay, then what we have is actually, we can do this, right, similar to how we did for the daily, right? And then we now have to go back to this daily again to look at where did we actually draw this wave. Sorry, I need to go back again because of the visibility. Right, so let's go back to the daily again and see where did this wave count leads us to. Right, for 1:1, right, that means this wave one equals to wave three. We have this target over here. Now this is very close to the wave four support. Okay, so this is, I would say, minor degree wave three equals to minor wave one. Okay, and the next is actually here. Okay, because this is a bit far away. Hold on, let me just see if I can change this color because I have two greens over here. So I changed the wrong one. Whatever, 1:1 is here, right? So for now, I will ignore this at the bottom because they are quite far away. Okay, so now you know that, now you notice two very important points, right? One is this point here, right, which is the 127.21. So this one has actually three supports over here, right? One is the cycle wave 4 support, and then you have a minor wave 3 equals to minor wave 1, and then you also have let me see over here. Also, sorry, you have these, yeah, two supports, and then you have the next one, which is this wave bearing wave 3, and also this Fibonacci one, right? So now how do we set a target, right? So if we have to trade this, right, short, ideally you will have to put this over here, right? And then you will extend this whole thing downwards. So this will become your first target. Okay, now let's go back to the hourly again. There's another thing that I want to mention, which is this trend line, which is formed by ABC, right? So now is actually the kind of like ideal time to trade a breakout, right? If you want to trade this, right, you can actually short it here, and then we still keep this stop loss here. But if let's say you are a more active trader, right, you are scared that there is a triple combination, or ABC, then this is a D and an E, right? You can actually shift this down, right? But I would not recommend this for people who are not so active in trading, right? So just keep it as 145 point, or maybe 146, right? And then you just see if you can ride this big structure down. Okay. So then this is actually our first our main target, 127.33, right? I would actually say, to leave some money on the table, maybe 127.4, 127.5, right? So over here, you see there's multiple reasons that we will trade short on dollar yen. And I'll reiterate this. One is the head and shoulder pattern over here you see in purple. Then you have the completion of Elliott waves, right, which are 1, and then the ABC wave 2. And we are going to a wave 3. And lastly, which is the going down to hourly, you see a breaking down of the trend line here. Now this completes the part 1 of this short dollar yen idea. The next part I want to talk about is dollar yen itself as a product, right? So dollar yen has three main characteristics. One is actually a flight to safety product, right? Similar to gold. So if you want to long gold, right? But then gold has already moved, right? So let's say if I pull gold out, you see that gold has already moved so fiercely, right? uh, and you want to find a product that is maybe safer to short in or similar to long in gold, right? Then you go into dollar yen. Okay. Then the next characteristics that I'll talk about is that because it is a flight to safety, so it's actually linked, right? So it is also a proxy for shorting the equities market, right? It's a proxy for shorting the equities market, right? And thirdly, if you believe that the dollar is losing its dominance, right? So it's actually a trade to short for de-dollarization. Okay, so there's three main characteristics over here. So if let's say you think that this market has overblown itself, right? So let's say we talk about S&P 500, right? And you think that this move is so sharp, right? And if you think that like maybe it's a WXY correction, right? Then it's a short for equities market, right? Then a dollar yen is a good alternative, right? If you do not have the margin to trade S&P 500 or Nasdaq, right? One of the good thing about dollar yen is that it is very very liquid, so you will rarely have a seepage problem. Okay, CFD for indexes, for example, right, you will face sometimes you will face huge seepage, right? So dollar yen as a FX product and one of the most traded currency pair in the world, right? You will not have seepage problem. Okay, then yeah, so I was talking about flight to safety, proxy for shorting equities, and then yep, de-dollarization, right? Because you are short dollar, long yen. Okay, so this is the whole of the video, right? Where the first part I talk about the technical analysis, including under wave for this whole dollar yen structure, right? And the second part I talk about uh dollar yen as a product, right? In terms of its historical significance, right? Its liquidity, right? Its characteristics with gold flight to safety, right? So now I've presented to you the whole analysis of dollar yen, right? And I hope that you'll be prudent in your trading and good luck. Thank you.